My mother-in-law demands a family honeymoon.
Everyone should be getting in on the action.
I, late 20s, am getting married to my fiance, also late 20s, in a few weeks. I've noticed some weird, subtle behavior from my soon-to-be mother-in-law. She cried for a month when her son moved out to live with me. That's not subtle. And she calls him twice daily, once on her way to work and again coming back to rant about her day. By the way, this comes from Bugcat. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, I've dated plenty of people before and never encountered this level of attachment. I'm my partner's first girlfriend, though. I've brought up several times that the constant multi-hour calls make me uncomfortable, since I want to spend some afternoons with my partner after work. Valid. Thankfully, he understood and admitted he felt guilty, which his mom is very good at making him feel. He doesn't enjoy the constant calls either, so he started creating distance. She still calls daily, but now it's under an hour. Wow! It used to be twice over an hour? That's okay. Honestly, it's still weird, but since it doesn't directly affect me anymore, I've gotten used to it. There have been instances where I got the vibe that she sees me as someone who took her husband, who's actually her son. Icky.
Weird. Okay.
I've kept my distance because I know we'll never have a close relationship. I mean, yeah, she thinks you stole her son, her husband's son. Gross.
Which is weird.
My partner wanted me to be like a daughter to her since he has no sisters.
Okay.
What? I'm sorry. I'm going to read that again. My partner wanted me to be like a daughter to her since he has no sisters. What does that mean?
I don't really think it's that bad of a thing.
Is he saying like he wants his mom to have a daughter? That doesn't make
Well, my mom would view Angie as a daughter. Like, oh, I've never had a daughter before.
But I feel like he should have been like, she's never had a daughter. She always wanted that connection. But I feel like the way he phrased it, weird.
You don't like, okay.
But I told him that's not happening, especially given her odd behavior when he's not around. Despite this, I've always treated her respectfully as his mother. I'm from an Asian country, so respecting elders is ingrained in me, even when they're not necessarily right. Things were fine until wedding planning started. We're getting married in my home country, something my partner wanted, which I agreed was fair since I'm permanently moving to his country. Everything went well until his parents asked for help planning their trip. I was happy to assist, but help actually meant she wanted me as their full-time personal guide and translator for their entire stay. When I realized this, I told her it was overwhelming because I'm not going on a family vacation. I'm the bride with a wedding to plan. I also have guests flying in from all over the world that I haven't seen in ages. My mother-in-law wasn't happy. I explained that since I rarely visit my home country, I wanted a few days apart from them to finalize wedding preparations and catch up with friends and family I've been out of touch with.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think the mother-in-law has had anyone in her family take the spotlight away from her.
No.
She's having a hard time.
She's going to be so upset that it's not happening in her country.
Yikes.
Even if she is coming, she's going to be like, I want to stay in this. I'm still accommodating them for 10 out of their 14 days, but I'll step away for a few hours on 5 of those days for personal matters. Despite this, she keeps expressing how uncomfortable she is because she doesn't speak the language and has never been to my country.
Wow.
Oh, boo-hoo. Don't come.
Only if there was like a way to learn a new language.
Or just like get over it.
Or
I
like
don't know.
a way to like look up YouTube videos and understand the country more. Dang,
Literally.
I wish there was a way to do
Anything.
that.
Or like just have a person who knows the language, OP.
Or
act
be
as a
excited
translator.
about going to a place you've never been into with people that doesn't speak the same language as you and learning things.
Shock. My partner reassured her that the infrastructure is great. Many people speak English and most signs are bilingual.
Dang.
Yeah, there are so many. Yeah,
Holy cow.
Even easier.
Even worse, not everyone speaks English. and I'll
my
have some
gosh.
people that speak English and they think they know it better than me. Wow. This is crazy.
Then she found out that the day after the wedding, my partner and I won't be spending time with them. Oh, that's normal. That's what happens.
I really would love to understand the mind workings of a mother
Who wants to spend the honeymoon with her son?
and also was like, you stole my baby boy from me.
Ew.
What is this?
Ew.
Mates Hotel?
Bates Hotel?
That. Is
Yeah.
it that?
Yeah. weirdo. Instead, we planned a stress-free day for ourselves, followed by a small evening gathering with friends I haven't seen in 7 years. She was furious, claiming that in her culture, the day after the wedding is traditionally spent with family. The only time I've heard of this is in Bridgerton, which she's currently watching.
What is her tradition? What is her, culture? What is it?
We don't know.
Okay, well, I guess it's just Bridgerton. That's her culture.
It's just Bridgerton. She's like, no, Bridgerton's my culture because I said so.
Why do you need to spend so much time with this guy?
She's obsessed with him.
What's going on?
Neither my local friends nor my partner knew of this tradition. Because it doesn't exist, at least in, her world.
It exists in the land of Bridgerton.
She called us extremely disrespectful for not spending time with her when she's making the effort to come all this way for your wedding. For a wedding. What? I tried staying civil, but finally told her that if I were European, I doubt she'd be acting this way. I also pointed out that she's being selfish by expecting me to cater to her every need while I'm planning my own wedding. Yeah. I mean, she's making the wedding all about herself. She's done no research on my country, rejects all my suggestions, and keeps asking for more help. Now she's upset, saying I'm overreacting and that all she wanted was to know where to get food. Was that all you wanted? Or did you just want your baby boy to be with you forever and never marry another person?
Dude, did you know what may have happened?
What?
In the relationship?
What?
So whenever OP's husband, soon-to-be husband, had to eat actual food and not be at her tit, she's probably sad. She's probably having a hard time about it.
That's crazy. That's a crazy sentence. It's probably true.
That
was
I would
sentence.
love to know, at what age does your husband stop drinking from it? 4? 5?
Does your husband stop?
What does
6?
this husband specifically?
Yeah. Well, at what age did he stop breastfeeding?
Oh, okay.
It's a good question. Meanwhile, I'm stretched thin preparing for my wedding, and I'm done with her playing victim and manipulating the situation. Thankfully, my soon-to-be husband finally sees her behavior for what it is. Good. Because you only have a problem if he doesn't see this,
He just got done drinking the milk and, I kind of actually see where she's coming from on this one.
That's gross.
That's what he's doing.
I know, you're right. He's disappointed in his mom, though he thinks I might be overreacting about the micro-racism part. Of course you do. You don't get to say if OP's overreacting, because OP's the one experiencing it. You don't get to be like, no, you're not experiencing microaggression. I know as a white person, you are not feeling that way. Huh?
In Bridgerton, they felt that way, so.
Yeah, and he's like, no, that would be, yeah. It's like if all the people in Bridgerton were like, no, you're not experiencing that.
Bridgerton's wild, guys.
Believing she'd act the same way even if I were just European. Interestingly, she travels to Europe regularly despite not speaking the languages beside English, and manages just fine planning everything herself. So here I'm asking for advice. How could I handle this wisely without letting it ruin the start of our marriage? Update. And there is an update, folks, as you can see. But yikes. I think you need to talk to your husband and tell him he needs to set boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. Because again, you only have a problem if he can't set boundaries with his mom.
Yeah.
And he needs to go to his mom and say, hey mom, this is my marriage, or it's about to be my marriage, and you can't insert yourself into it. We're not going on the honeymoon with you. I don't care if you think that we're supposed to spend time with you. This is our wedding. You're coming here to see our wedding. That's it. And also, don't, stop doing those microaggressions against my fiance.
Yep.
Easy.
I agree. Really weird.
Really weird.
Honestly, I know, 6 months, a year from now, it's going to be an issue in your marriage. It's going to involve the mother-in-law. She's going to want to do something that, as a couple, you guys don't want to do, but good, jolly old milk drinker boy wants to listen to what his mommy has to say.
Yeah, well, I think once you guys have kids, you could be like, that's my child. I want to insert myself into your parenting.
Actually, I think my mom said that her breast milk's better than yours, babe. So
Ew.
we should probably do that.
Ew. Ew.
Sorry.
Update. It's not a complete win, but there is an update. I sent a long message to my mother-in-law explaining how stretched I am, how I can't meet her expectations, and shared personal matters, including that I delayed seeing my great-grandmother, who's in intensive care and can't attend my wedding, to cater to her. This will likely be the last time I see my great-grandmother, so I'm definitely prioritizing her now. She left me on red and went to see her to set boundaries.
Dude, just him? Just him. You
Good.
sent your strongest soldier, in air quotes,
Well, OP
to the
shouldn't have to go
mother-in-law?
there. OP shouldn't have to be involved. He needs to go set his mom straight.
he's not, dude. What's gonna happen is the mom's gonna be like, actually, you're not seeing this right, and then he's gonna come back. No. Don't
If
make
he
him the
comes
middleman.
back-
Go with him. This is what you gotta do. He has to go talk to him. You have to be there, making sure he's saying all the words that you told him to say and to talk to her about. Because if he goes there, she's gonna manipulate him and say,
Well, I think
this
if
paint
he's
a whole picture of
manipulated, then
something
you know
else.
that the relationship's not going to work, and you don't marry him.
I don't know. I think you should just go there in the back and just be like,
Like
give him the eye.
sunglasses. She left me on red, and future husband went to set boundaries. I know some might not like this, but he went because she wanted him to accompany her to a doctor's appointment. I told him that's something her husband should do, not him, and he agreed. While there, they had the boundary chat. Yeah, he's like at the doctor's appointment with her. He's like, Mom. She's like, hold on, I'm getting a pap smear. We need to have a talk. Her future husband had a long talk with her, and she didn't take the feedback well. She asked why I couldn't just call instead of sending a message. But future husband explained that messaging helps me communicate clearly since English is my second language without getting lost in emotion. She was upset, but said she'd no longer ask me for advice, which felt more spiteful than genuine. She cried, saying she'd ruined everything, and was upset because she thought she'd finally have the mother-daughter moment she always wanted. I told future husband, I don't even do that with my own mom. She can't force her fantasy on me.
yikes.
Future husband apologized and said if he ever had to choose between me and his mom, he'd always choose me.
Woo-hoo.
He's the type who'd rather sacrifice himself to make everyone happy, but didn't realize how that affected how she treated me. My best friend's mom, who has 3 married sons, called my fiance and gave him firm advice about his mom's behavior not being okay. Then my mother-in-law called. I expected some apology or acknowledgement of my message, but instead got a 45-minute call about what outfit she should wear and what hairstyle for my wedding.
Oh my, that is so exhausting. Why is that a 45-minute phone call? Why? Why? How is that ever a 45-minute phone call?
I've been reading about self-absorbed behavior and picked up on signs. I mean, these are neon bright signs. These are billboards. When I told her that I'm not an expert and can't give the right answers, she snapped, saying this was important to her, so I should care. She was treating me like a fashion expert when I'm clearly not. Asking questions you normally ask an experienced hairdresser. By 35 minutes in, I realized she might not only be self-absorbed, but also just a lonely old lady with no friends. I told her several times I needed to hang up, but she kept piling on questions. Eventually, my fiance came home, told her we needed to hang up, and ended the call. Future husband and I discussed how I understand she's his mom, but we'll never, ever get along. Our personalities don't match, and I'm not particularly daughterly with my own mother either. I prefer knowing what I want when shopping and investigating things myself rather than constantly asking people. I told him I'd prefer keeping distance, staying civil, but will never have the relationship she's expecting.
Dude, this guy is gonna have one heck of a marriage and one heck of a relationship with his mom after this.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, he can't set the boundaries. He's not doing a great job.
Yikes. It's gonna be so tough for him.
Yeah.
He's gonna feel defeated.
Well, he says that he'll choose OP, but he still hasn't fully chosen OP, you know? Like, he's still split.
He is.
Also, she's never paid for anything when we hang out, unlike my friends' moms, and has never gotten me a birthday present despite numerous gifts I've given her, so she's not really even doing the mom-daughter thing very well. Well, once she got me $5 earrings that broke the same day, only after I'd mentioned to future husband that she'd never gotten me anything. I shared my belief that she might be self-absorbed and showed future husband some articles. He didn't fully agree, but could see where I was coming from and would keep an eye on it. For the wedding, he suggested sticking to our original plan of showing his parents around for 3 days while focusing on how they can find their way back, then making last-minute excuses for more time to ourselves. So again, he's still trying to accommodate his parents above all else.
His mom. I can only imagine the type of person his dad is.
Yeah, non-existent apparently.
Oh no, he's there. He's a bobblehead.
I feel like he's
Whatever you say.
yeah, I feel like he's just kind of
Shaking his head up and
Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. He just lets Gromit do all the work, and he's like, yeah, whatever you say, well, Gromit.
down. Gromit.
Gromit.
That tree just speak Vietnamese.
What is that from?
It's a meme.
Riley, I'm gonna cut off your mic.
It's Wallace and Gromit
I'm
from
gonna cut off your
whenever
mic.
they were in the Vietnam War.
Vietnam War? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a meme.
That's a crazy meme. He'd made a comment about giving mother-in-law the benefit of the doubt, that she might be hyperfixated on clothes to make sure our relationship was okay, and shows intentions through actions rather than pressure. He keeps making excuses for his mom, so he hasn't chosen you.
He hasn't. And he's still listening to her BS excuses and, you know.
I told him, we'll see, but I'd like to start building distance and we'll decide after the wedding if his theory is true.
After?
Let's not wait that long. By the way, you should never wait to listen to full episodes with stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. But there is a little bit left to this story. Don't wait until after the wedding to fix this. Fix it now.
Yeah.
If he can't set those boundaries, then he's never going to set them. Literally, he keeps undermining everything you say.
Yep.
You say, hey, your mom is doing this. And he says, no, she wouldn't do that. You say, hey, your mom is like kind of racist. And you go, no, that's not my mom. He's not believing anything you say. He's not on your side.
Because he keeps looking at the painting she's drawing out for him and believing that it's true rather than actually having any critical thinking skills for his mother.
Yeah.
He's under her thumb. You have to
Agreed.
realize that. And do you want to spend the rest of your life trying to just fight your mother-in-law? It's just going to be a battle at every holiday, at every Thanksgiving, at every Christmas, at every Boxing Day with your mother-in-law.
Agreed. But there's a little bit left to the story. We agreed to focus on the wedding for now, since we're only weeks away. Then have a proper discussion about approaching her afterwards. I want to see if she'll act differently as future husband hopes, or if this is just another example of her manipulating me. We know what it is. I know this isn't the update everyone expected, but I see hope since future husband is fully on board now. He is not fully on board. This man is on board the way that like Jack was on the door in Titanic. He's not fully on board at all. We even discussed encouraging her to see a psychologist once we're all back. I've left out some details, but overall, this feels like a positive step forward. Don't worry, I'm on birth control, and my next year will be a trial period, which my fiance knows, to see how things goes. Your first year of marriage shouldn't be a trial period. Thank you all for the advice. I'll update again if there's news after the wedding. P.S. We'll have a peaceful honeymoon since they forgot to get a SIM card for Europe, where they're heading after visiting my country for the wedding.
But they don't know how to do it electronically.
Also, my fiance decided to uninstall WhatsApp until we're back from the honeymoon. And that's the end of that story.
All right.
At least you did something.
I do have a hot take.
Yeah, what's your hot take?
Some people have thrown around the idea that marriage should be like a sports contract.
Uh-huh.
Usually what players do is they sign for like a team for 4 years for X amount of money. You take the money out. The money is commitment. So you can sign for 4 years, and around like the 4-year mark, you can kind of...
You're like, are we going to stay married?
Yeah, we're going to re-up.
Renew the contract?
We're going to extend this, or are you going to go play for another team? And then...
I honestly don't hate that.
You can kind of see okay, yeah, we're going to up the ante around the time of the marriage.
I honestly don't hate that idea because it does feel like just vow renewals.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people do anyways.
Yeah.
I don't hate that, O'Reilly.
Yeah.
That's the first idea I'm kind of on board with.
First?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, not first.
I saw someone else had this idea, but I was thinking about it during this.
Yeah.
It's dude, if you have any kind of, I need a trial period. Well, maybe they can play for the team for a year. I need to think this over. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, folks, we got another story.
We do. My sister-in-law stole my pregnancy announcement.
Steal her baby.
Trigger warning, verbal and emotional abuse. I, 36 female, found out that I'm pregnant.
Congrats.
I'm overjoyed as I have always wanted a child of my own. I focus on my career in life, and since I'm single, I wasn't sure if having a baby would ever happen. I was excited to tell my family the big news. My sister has only one child, my nephew, 7 male. My brother is married, but he and his wife have made it very clear that they will always be child-free. By the way, this comes from Internal Hope 63. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Stories on subreddit. So last night, we had a family dinner, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to share the news. Since this will be my only child, I want to make it special, and I always wanted to involve my nephew. I got a shirt that read, "This is what an awesome big cousin looks like." I slipped away with my nephew before dinner and had a special moment with him while I told him he was going to have a cousin.
Oh my God, I can't wait until Sam has a kid.
Yeah, dude. My brother will probably have a kid in 2 or 3 years.
Dude, probably.
I'll have to be a nephew. I mean,
You're going to be a nephew, Riley.
I'll have to be an uncle, dude. Uncle Riley.
Oh, man.
I have to be a good influence.
Yeah. Ugh. I can't wait until Sam has a kid and I can be an aunt.
Just have your own kid.
No, not yet.
My nephew was very excited and put on the shirt. He put his sweater on over it, and I told him he could take the sweater off whenever he wanted at dinner. In the middle of dinner, he took off the sweater and waited for someone to notice. Soon, my sister jumped up and excitedly screamed when she saw the shirt. They all then immediately assumed it was my sister-in-law.
Wait.
I
Dude,
wasn't.
did you guys not read the shirt? Y'all not read the shirt?
Well, sister-in-law, sister, I wasn't hurt by their assumption of this, and I kind of expected it because she is married. I was hurt because my sister-in-law didn't try to correct them. She just went along with it and began to rub her flat belly while laughing.
What?
I must have looked completely hurt because my mother yelled at me to stop being rude and congratulate them. I tried to explain that I was the one who gave my nephew the shirt. They all didn't even hear me and just continued to fawn over my sister-in-law. My brother just stood frozen in shock and just asking his wife if she was serious.
What? Wait, I'm sorry. Is the baby, the little boy, is this her son?
The little boy.
Whose son is that little boy?
So there are 3 kids.
Yeah.
Opie, sister, who has the little boy.
Oh, okay.
And then brother, who has a brother. And
Gotcha.
sister-in-law.
Okay, I thought this was hers. Okay.
No.
I'm still confused. I'm sorry. So OP goes, wait a minute. I'm the one pregnant. Everyone goes, shut up, OP.
Shut up. Look
Shut
at
up.
your sister-in-law.
Oh
She
my
said she was never
gosh.
going to have a kid.
Shut up.
Because I have an uncle that is married to someone, and they're not, Matt and Kim are going to have kids. They never are. So, if that was the case and everyone's like, oh my gosh, you guys are going to have kids? I would be this way. Like, dude, that's crazy. You guys are going to have a kid?
It's crazy that the brother is like,
Oh, yeah.
and then she's going to have to be like, no, I lied. I stole Opie's moment. That's crazy.
Oh,
That's crazy.
well, I don't think anyone knows that it's Opie's moment at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm
I
assuming
know.
everything, everyone's just
Sister-in-law
innocent.
knows that it's not hers.
Yeah, unless this is how.
Yeah, unless
Yeah,
she was like, how did that kid figure it out?
Right, because I mean, even if she was actually pregnant and she was just like, yeah, like she knows she didn't give that
She
shirt
knows.
to the nephew.
Yeah.
So
And then when Opie goes, wait a minute, I'd be like, oh, shoot. Yeah, sorry.
Well, she's
Yeah.
single. I don't know. I wouldn't assume it was her in this context, honestly.
You wouldn't assume, if you were sister-in-law, you wouldn't assume that it was the only other person.
Well, she's single.
no, not if you were the sister-in-law, Riley.
If you were the sister-in-law who everyone's fawning over, you wouldn't assume that OP, the only other person who could be,
I mean,
who this kid could be a cousin to, like, that doesn't make any sense.
low-key hate me. I would probably be going along with it like sister-in-laws.
Why?
Hate me.
But you're not pregnant. Why?
I'd be like, yep, I'm pregnant, everyone.
Why?
Just to, I don't know, have something to talk about on the way
That's
back home.
crazy.
That's
You're
crazy,
wild, man.
dude.
You're
I
wild.
probably
You're just
would.
starting problems. You're
am.
starting problems.
I would. I'd be having a hoop. But then as soon as I realized that it's my sister-in-law that is single and she's pregnant, I would apologize.
You're crazy.
And I would,
You're crazy.
amends.
Someone get this man out of here.
dude, I'm anything for a laugh, dude.
Clearly, yeah. Sacrifice Angie. Sacrifice anyone.
Okay, I got up and went home. I received multiple texts at this point from them telling me what an a-hole I am for making this all about me. They said things like it wasn't my sister-in-law's fault that I was jealous.
Oh my god.
I didn't reply to anything, just cried myself to sleep. This morning, my sister-in-law must have finally let it slip that she's not pregnant. See, I wouldn't go this far. The second I see that she's upset, I'd be like, actually, wait, she's pregnant. I'm sorry,
And
I
then
was
you
just making
still
this
be
move.
the a-hole.
I would be the a-hole, but I
You
would
just be less of an a-hole.
I would apologize.
Yeah.
They have now all called me to apologize, saying that they were all just caught up in the
I
moment.
don't freaking care. I'd be like, shut up. I tried to tell you I was pregnant. You guys suck. F you.
They said I shouldn't have left the dinner and that it was my fault I wasn't clear enough that I was the one who was pregnant. My mom said I could have a redo dinner so I can get it right, and they will all act surprised.
I'd be like, y'all didn't even let me say, hey, like Matt Cat's name is Karen says, why would you leave without cleaning this up? OP tried. And then she got really sad. She was like, hey guys, it's not my baby. And they were like, shut up. You
Yeah.
suck.
Stop taking this
they
moment
didn't
away.
hear her, and then when she was like acting all upset, they were like, why aren't you congratulating her?
Yeah,
You're
and
being
she was
so
like-
rude.
It's my baby. I'm the one pregnant. And they're like, shut up, OP.
Sister-in-law sent me a message that said that the way I chose to announce was how she wanted to do it if she ever got pregnant.
Okay.
She said that since she's not ever having a child, that she just wanted to experience what the moment would be like.
Oh, shut up.
She also said I can have my chance at the redo dinner.
You took her chance away forever.
Oh my god.
You took her chance away
They're
forever.
all doing a pity redo dinner.
I don't like you.
There is one way this whole family can make this up to her.
Oh.
A surprise baby shower.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I agree.
That's good.
It's the only way.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
I told them no, that I will not be doing a redo. Every single person has now told me I'm being selfish and an a-hole because I won't let them make it right.
You're selfish because we messed up and now you won't accept our terrible apology where we still blame you.
You're a pity makeup redo dinner?
Oh, Lord. Lord.
To me, there's no fixing this. I will eventually forgive them, but I don't want to do a second announcement so they feel better.
Literally, that's it. They just want you to make them feel better.
And we got an update to this story. I don't even know what to expect.
No, I feel like they're just going to keep blaming you and then you're going to have to like go
Yeah.
low contact with them.
Yeah, and then they're going to get weird about your kid because you're
Yeah.
the only other person that has a kid in the family.
Uh-huh. And your poor little nephew is going to be like, I just wore the shirt and I know I went listen to me that you bought me the shirt. And your poor little baby nephew is going to be all sad. And they did that.
Yeah, that probably might be it. Update. This is an update to my previous post. It's been 4 months since my last post, and it's been a wild ride. I'm now almost 7 months pregnant and expecting a baby girl.
Congrats. Very exciting.
After everything that happened, I tried going low contact with my
Yup,
family.
Called it.
I didn't want to deal with their drama and chose to instead focus on my pregnancy. That didn't last long because my brother showed up at my door a few days after the dinner with his suitcase. He needed some time to work things out, and I was happy to give him a place to stay while
Yeah.
he did.
This is the brother that is married to that sister-in-law. So, which makes so much sense because if she freaking lied to him and did that in front of his entire family, I'd be like, you're crazy. You're crazy. Bye.
I would lie only for like 30 seconds.
But imagine the heartbreak that brother-in-law must have felt, or sorry, that brother must have felt in that moment of your wife, who you've known to be infertile,
Yeah.
tells their whole family, I'm pregnant. And that like shock and then momentary like joy, elation, and then to
Yeah.
find out the next day. So you spend that whole night so happy that you think you're going to have a kid and you thought it was impossible. And then finding out she's lied. And also your sister was hurt in that process too.
Yeah.
I would not be able to look at my partner, the same.
Did he want a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they wanted a kid. That was the thing. They just can't have kids.
It says at the beginning that they made it clear that they will always be child free. I don't know where
Yeah.
they might
Oh,
have.
I
I
missed
must have
it,
misheard.
but-
I thought you
Yeah.
had said that sorry, I must have misheard. I thought you said that they were like couldn't have kids.
No, they just were always child free.
Okay, that's different. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Making me
mean,
look like an
still-
idiot.
Yeah, it's still pretty shocking to have her lie.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
shocking in a different way.
Miss Jaber, I misheard it. I thought they said they couldn't have kids.
But I would
That's
do
all
this
right.
only for 30 seconds and then be like, okay, I don't know where the shirt came from. Only for 30 seconds.
All right, fine, Riley, we forgive you. Whatever.
Thank you. My sister-in-law and other family members began calling both of us nonstop during this time. They were begging my brother to talk to his wife. Eventually, she convinced him that it was all a joke and just went horribly wrong. I knew that was total BS and that she was lying. My brother seemed so lost and broken without her, though. He went back home after staying with me for only a short time. Before he left, I talked to him about everything and told him all my concerns. He said that he loves his wife and this was all just a misunderstanding.
It's not a misunderstanding if she purposely lied.
He told me I was cruel for holding a joke gone wrong against her and that we both need to get over it. After he left, I went back to low contact with most of my family and I've been pretty much happier since. I realized how exactly toxic my family is. I decided to focus on the people in my life that were truly there to support me and my baby. My parents kept trying to contact me, but it has become less frequent recently. Yesterday, I received the news that many had predicted. My sister-in-law is now pregnant.
Oh.
I found out when I received an invitation to her upcoming gender reveal Zoom party in my
Whoa.
email.
Which is another kind of thing of like, so now that we've confirmed I was mistaken, they are just child free by choice.
Yeah.
Did OP's brother make that choice? Did he change his mind or did she change her mind?
She might have liked the attention.
Yeah, I don't know if he was completely on board with that then.
Got a little baby high,
Mm-hmm.
baby
Yeah,
fever high.
Yeah.
Oh, just check my temperature. The baby fever's at over 110 degrees.
I think OP's brother was really trying to convince himself when he was having that whole talk with OP of like, you have to get over the joke. It's just a joke. I think he was trying to convince himself because I think he was really hurt by it.
Yikes.
Dang, man.
Ugh. Oh, just checked it again. It's a boiling. 220 degrees.
It's a boiling.
Go ahead and put some ice in that pot.
100
'Cause you got
degrees.
baby
Calm
fever.
down a little
You got
bit.
baby fever.
What? Maybe I got baby fever, huh? What are you going to do about it?
I'm gonna put some ice in that pot.
Whoa.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Whoa.
Gonna ice you up.
Yeah, Casey Roberts says so she did get her dream announcement and stole OP's. That's the thing. She said, I just sad because I'll never get that announcement, and then got it anyway. She got two. She stole OP's and she got her own.
Yo, you know who did get a redo dinner? Sister-in-law.
Yeah, she's
She
like,
probably dressed up
Really?
little cousin again.
yeah, she dressed up the cousin in the same shirt. She's like, hey, can you put that shirt on again, please?
Yeah.
You still got that shirt from the last dinner? Okay,
Yeah.
bring that back tomorrow.
Yeah, and she's like, it's not a joke, guys. I'm pregnant for real this time.
I haven't responded yet, and I haven't heard any news from any other family member than the invitation, and I'm torn between laughing hysterically or crying for my brother. I truly don't know what to think. What you should do is send this Zoom meeting to some trolls online, and they video it, and they ambush it.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Sure, that's an option.
We got update 2. I made a mistake and went to sister-in-law's gender reveal.
Uh-oh.
You just had to not click a link. How did you accidentally? You
Why'd
just
you
had
go,
to not
girl?
click a link.
Why'd you go, girl? Why'd you go? Why'd you go to that? Ooh.
All right.
Girl, you're low contact for a reason.
Update 2. Couldn't keep her computer closed.
Mm-mm.
So, my brother and sister-in-law's gender reveal Zoom party took place today. For the last few weeks, I had been debating on if I should attend or not. I had been doing well with being no contact with most of my family, but I couldn't seem to let go of the feeling that I was being selfish and not supporting of my brother. I reached out to them online. My brother and his wife are definitely pregnant. They started to try shortly after he returned home from staying with me. My sister-in-law told me that my brother changed his mind about having children after a long talk they had about the future. I personally think there is more to this story, but I don't have all the details yet on this. They did tell me that they were sorry about what happened with my pregnancy announcement. My brother asked me if we would all just move forward and if we would all come together for their gender reveal party. I agreed and decided to go. I also started to speak with my parents again. My parents did not apologize for their
they
part
didn't.
in what happened. Sorry?
I said, of course they didn't.
For what happened at my pregnancy announcement. They didn't really acknowledge that anything had happened at all between us. They didn't ask me much about my pregnancy or my baby. They have been interested enough to ask 2 questions. They asked what my child's last name will be since I am a single mother and what gender the child will be. I told them I will not be sharing the gender of my baby until the birth.
I see you. I feel like they're gonna
Another
reveal.
hair!
I feel like they're gonna reveal OP's gender.
How?
I don't know. I feel like they've somehow figured it out, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, we're not having a baby, but OP is, and it's a girl." And they're gonna take it again. I don't know. They're just gonna steal something. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they are.
You're going to humiliate her
They're gonna
again.
take the name. They're gonna do something. Something's up.
Yeah.
I don't trust them.
Today was a gender reveal Zoom party. We were instructed to wear blue or pink, depending on what we thought the gender would be. I chose to wear pink since the only dress I own that fits me right now happens to be pink. My sister-in-law had chosen to pop a very large balloon filled with confetti that will reveal the gender. She popped the balloon and came out a cloud of blue confetti. My parents began to cry and cheer at the announcement. My brother and everyone else was smiling and clapping. My sister-in-law, on the other hand, was not.
Uh-oh.
The next few moments were filled with all of the guests saying their congratulations. My sister-in-law stayed perfectly silent throughout all of it. She seemed somewhat emotionless until I piped up to say my congratulations. I had said to them both, "Congratulations on your little boy. His cousin can't wait to meet him." My sister-in-law went insane. She began screaming that I was trying to steal the spotlight away from her by mentioning my baby. She said that I was being jealous and petty over my birth announcement disaster. She then asked me, "What are you effing having anyway?" She demanded to know the gender of my baby and began asking if it was a girl. Then she said I must be having a girl since I'm wearing a pink dress.
And at that point, you just leave the call. You go,
click, close the computer,
and then we go, I don't know, get like a ice cream.
ice cream sandwich,
Yikes.
or whatever you're craving at the moment.
Whatever you're craving, girl, because you're probably having cravings.
Or you don't take whatever you're craving because you won't be able to eat it after your pregnancy.
Really?
Some cases.
Depending on what you're craving, I guess.
You know what? You can't have sushi while you're pregnant, and that's tough because you can't have raw fish.
Yep, I am the pregnant lady doctor.
He's the pregnant lady doctor. Everyone knows that.
That's right. I chose not to fight with her or try to reason with her. I just exited the call
Good.
and let it go. I don't know what sister-in-law's problem is or why she's behaving this way. I don't care. I'm not going to let things like this bother me anymore. It was a bad idea to break no contact. And guys, we got another update.
Oh man. Yeah, it was a bad idea. Keep no contact. Stop contacting them. I feel like all of these updates are like, oh, they apologized and I realized, I gotta have a relationship with them. No, stop it. Stop it.
This is so crazy.
Yeah.
And weird. And
6, 7, 8. Yeah.
So I think sister-in-law hates you because you're doing all of her dream scenarios that she wanted to do.
Exactly. Like she probably wanted a girl. She wanted to get pregnant when you did. Nicole H says, oh, she's gonna be so upset when she finds out who's having a girl.
Yeah, I think she will be
jealous,
too.
which is icky too.
Yeah, this is weird. This is all very, very, very weird. I don't know what the problem is. I think sister-in-law also started doing this because OP was having a kid. She's like, well, I can have a kid too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! I just realized why so many people have sushi after their pregnancies. Like the woman that had the whole
fit,
boat.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna do that.
Dang, now I want sushi now.
Mm.
Sushi's so expensive. Okay, anyways, update 3. Unfortunately, my sister-in-law's drama just seems to progressively get worse. My sister-in-law found out that I'm expecting a girl about 2 weeks ago. She found the gender by logging into my Amazon account without my permission and looked through my private list. I had given my brother the login information for my Prime account so he could watch the show he wanted to see.
She's crazy. She's crazy.
That is insane
Girl, she's
behavior.
Crazy. She's big time crazy.
Rosie says she needs help, sister-in-law.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's
man.
like an intense reaction. This has gone way too far.
I'd probably go complete no contact with everyone.
Yeah.
Never,
After
ever,
this
ever
point,
again.
it's like, okay, everyone knows about the gender of the baby anyway. Bye.
Yeah, this is weird. Really, really, really weird. Okay, I had not expected her to log into the main account and view my private list wish. I was extremely hurt and devastated that she went this far. She took another special moment from me because she went ahead and told the rest of my family the gender. Stop yawning back there.
They didn't hear a single thing.
She seems proud of herself for doing this and thinks she is justified because I was keeping secrets.
About the gender of your baby?
Yep.
Yeah, that's like she had a gender reveal party. What is she talking about? You keeping secrets.
Finally snapped and told her what she did was appalling and deeply troubling. I told her that she has ruined every major moment in my pregnancy, and I cannot believe that she is proud of it. I told her she should be ashamed of herself and that I'm embarrassed for her. I told her at this point I won't be allowing my daughter to call her aunt because she doesn't deserve it. She had a meltdown after this and accused me of trying to get her to miscarry.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Anything
She's
you say,
terrible.
she's going to accuse
Yeah,
you.
she's gonna be like, you're trying to turn everyone against me.
Yeah, but like during the thing, she's like, hey, congratulations on your new...
And then she was like,
Yeah.
calm down, girl.
Why
Like,
does
she
she
didn't
hate
even
you so
do
much?
anything during that. She literally said
Nothing.
congratulations, and then the sister-in-law wasn't even happy that
Freaked
she was
out.
having a boy.
Yeah, like, come on, girl.
This is weird. My brother and other family members try to jump in to defend her, but I made it clear that I will remove them from my life as well if they continue to defend her. They have since shut their mouths and began to agree with me. Sister-in-law gave me a half-hearted apology and said that we need to make up for the sake of the kids. I do want to be a part of my new baby nephew's life, so I feel a bit stuck in this situation. I agreed to just let it go and try to move on.
Stop letting it go.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta...
Well, the thing is that I feel like sister-in-law was only acting like this because everyone was not on her side this time.
Yeah, it's weird. I made it clear to her and everyone else that they are on very thin ice. Since everyone knows that I am going to have a girl, I refuse to tell anyone the name that I intend to give to my daughter.
Uh-oh.
Good luck on that one.
Uh-oh.
I want to at least keep that part for me to announce when I have my kid. I haven't even really written it down because I fear someone will find out. My sister-in-law has asked me many times, but I just tell her I haven't decided yet.
She'd name her son that just to get back at you.
Her name's Jezebel.
His name is Jezebel. It's a strong name.
Strong masculine
Strong
name.
name.
This last week, she started sending me girl names that she's calling dibs on.
She's like, this one. There's 100 of them. You can't do any of them.
I remind her she's having a boy, but she just seems to be in denial about the fact. She likes to say that we won't really know the genders for certain till the babies are born.
Girl, you're not Dr. Pregnant Woman.
What are you
I
telling
can
the
tell you that much.
radiologist then? You're wrong?
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
that's
like,
not a pointy thing?
"No,
That's an
this-
anything?
No, that's not a boy. No, it's not a boy.
Yeah, I remember finding out my brothers were going to be brothers. That was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, she's like, you see that there?
I've never had that moment.
It's a boy.
Pee-pee's out.
Pee-pee's out.
Yep, they definitely have their peepees out. Yesterday, she sent me the name that I will be naming my daughter.
Huh?
The name is my
No.
late
Oh, she
great-grandmother's name, and I have wanted to use that name since I was a teenager.
No. Don't tell her anything. Don't
Yeah,
be like,
you
don't,
can't.
no
you
reaction.
Can't yeah, exactly.
No reaction.
I won't be changing my mind about naming my daughter this name. I'll be announcing it once she is born. I don't care if this starts a war. This will be the hill that I'm willing to die on. Update 4.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? She says, oh my God, she stole my name. And be like, nope, had this name chosen since I was 10. You just happened to say like 50 different names that I couldn't use,
You know-
even though you're having a boy. So,
You know what I'd love is if the great-grandmother's name is Sue, and
yeah.
then she names the boy Sue.
Boy named Zoo. I like that song.
It's a great song.
Great song.
Yep. It's about how masculine men are.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. It's a good Johnny Cash song.
Dang, I thought you were going to like fight me on it or something.
Well, I mean, it's more about like.
Ah, here she goes again.
Okay, all right.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a little simplified.
Okay, update 4. My little girl is finally here and is doing very well.
Hey, woo!
We love babies.
Babies.
I want a baby.
You gotta cool down that baby fever.
Cool down that baby fever. Put a simmer on it, boy.
Cool down.
Oh, man. She's so beautiful and more amazing than anything that I could have ever imagined. She's a handful already, and I'm loving every second of it. I'm so happy for her. You'll be happy to know that I did not allow my sister-in-law to bully me
Good.
into picking another name. My daughter is named after my great-grandmother, and it fits her perfectly. I announced my daughter's birth and her name in a message to my family while I was in the hospital. My sister-in-law wasn't happy about my name choice. She was even angrier when she heard the nickname I chose for my daughter. It was a shortened version of her name that was also listed on sister-in-law's dibs
Oh,
list.
Lord.
She posted on social media about my daughter's birth. In the announcement, she was referring to my baby by a different name.
And then I'd say, hey, you're not seeing my baby ever. Bye.
She says that it's her own special nickname for my daughter. Think something like if her name was Grace and she decided to nickname her something like Gilly.
No, you actually don't get to have a special nickname for my daughter because you're not going to see her.
It's very weird and doesn't even resemble my child's name at all. I told her immediately to stop and to call my daughter by her proper name or the nickname that I chose. I knew she was only doing it to bother me and that getting upset would only just encourage her more. She stopped for a short time but never removed her social media post. I had my family over to meet the baby a week after I came home from the hospital. That's when sister-in-law started up again with her games. She purchased a bear for my daughter with Gilly
I'm throwing
embroidered
out that
across
bear.
it. After opening that stupid bear, my family members laughed and told me to stop being so controlling. They told me to get over it and that sister-in-law's nickname is cute.
No.
They too started using the Gilly name.
Oh, man. I'd be pissed because you can't get rid of a nickname once it catches on.
I felt like I couldn't even control my own baby, and they thought I should just be okay with it. I realized then that none of them were ever going to change how they treat me. I saw that what I was allowing to happen was just as bad as what they were doing. I was allowing myself to be belittled, hurt, and used at time and time again. The family members who did nothing are just as bad in my opinion because they never even tried to defend me. I've put up with a lot from family in the past. I have had to get over so many past issues and pain, I pushed past it in the name of my family. Now, this was all happening again. This time, it was in front of my daughter. What if they started treating my daughter the same way when she's older? I threw the bear in the garbage in front of them and told them to all leave my house. They are all just as bad as sister-in-law in my opinion. I couldn't bring myself to yell or scream, but stood firm. I removed my daughter from my mother's arm and showed them all the door. There was a lot of name calling, but I stood my ground. I'm done. I haven't spoke to them since. They haven't even tried to contact me. I intend to write a letter or something to tell them to say everything I feel. Or something to them to say everything I feel. I feel like I need that closure. I intend to go no contact with all of them from now on. I've spoken to my boss and there is an opportunity for me to work out east to work in a new branch of the company. I intend to accept the new role and move during my maternity leave. My plans are not yet final, but I believe that a fresh start in a new place could be just the thing I need. I need to do what is best for myself and for my daughter. Regardless of family or anything, I'm extremely happy right now. My daughter is the greatest little baby imaginable, and I'm so overjoyed to be her mother.
Aww.
And we got another
oh no!
freaking
I read
update.
that title, girl. Come on. So she's kind of gone no contact a little bit.
She's gone, no contact. She's leaving. She's getting out of the state.
Yeah.
How is this sister-in-law having so much influence over
Truly.
OP?
Truly. Like, how does she keep getting away with this? And honestly, like, yeah, I agree. After the won't call your baby by your baby's name, because there are some nicknames that, you know, like my parents call me Fia and stuff. But if like one of my family members just was like, hey, Mary, and my parents were like, that's not her name. And they were like, oh, but it's a cute nickname, Mary. I'd be like, okay, you can't be around my kid if you're not going to call her by her
Do
name.
look like a Mary.
And then I walloped him. And I gave him the old one too.
Wow, I love how like in 3 episodes ago you said violence is not the answer,
It
and you're
isn't.
doing this.
I meant that metaphorically.
See how fast she was on that? I could block that. I feel like this is an unsafe environment for me to work here.
Yeah,
I just
Sam,
said,
John.
they're gone. No one will save you now.
Oh man.
Folks, we got an update.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Update 5. I was hoping that the last time I posted would be my final time, but sadly,
Oh,
I'm
girl.
back
Oh,
and looking for
girl.
advice again.
Oh, girl.
What's up? Recently, my brother was able to get into contact with me by calling from a different phone.
Uh-oh.
He said my sister-in-law had experienced some complications and was forced to deliver early than expected. My nephew is experiencing some health issues due to being a preemie and some other concerns. He's currently in the ICU at the hospital.
Oh, no.
That's not good.
And ICU, if you can go to your favorite podcast platform, search up OK Storytime, and listen to crazy stories just like this sister-in-law
Do it.
on Apple, iHeartRadio, or Spotify. So, I hate that this has happened, and it feels like a little bit of karma for the sister-in-law that is being sadly unjustified on this little baby.
Well, the thing is, like, it's awful, and I don't wish that on anyone. But she's going to use this to pull OP back into all their nonsense. That's the thing.
Somehow she's gonna blame OP for
Yeah,
it.
she's like, this is your fault.
And the family's going to believe it somehow. How does she have so much mind control over
I
everyone?
don't know, man. Like, she gets away with everything.
Yeah. Sophia, what did you say?
I just said she gets away with everything. What are you doing? Okay. Anyway.
I can't help it.
Okay, all
Go
right.
ahead, go ahead.
I've been sitting in this chair for a while.
Okay.
Okay. My sister-in-law left my brother shortly after the birth of my nephew. She never returned home after being released from the hospital. My brother tells me my sister-in-law said she didn't want to be my nephew's mother,
Whoa.
and this was all too much for her,
Whoa.
and he has not heard from her since.
Girls got big, like,
Problems.
no, what's the word? I'm blanking.
Postpartum?
Postpartum. Yeah, postpartum.
Dude,
Depression.
she's had something this whole time.
I think that she's a little bit crazy, but I also think that she has postpartum.
Maybe, but I think there's been something this whole time that is making her do this.
I think so. But she got that
maybe-
PPD.
Because, I mean, well, let's think back. Originally, they didn't want kids.
And then OP had the kid, and she probably thought, oh, well, OP's having it, so I want to do what OP's having. And then she didn't think about it.
I think she just likes the attention that she
agree.
accidentally got from the original
Yeah.
thing. And
She's
then
going out of control.
She was like, okay, maybe it's going to be okay, like, if it's a girl. And then it's not.
And then she had the boy. Yeah. She had a pretty insane reaction to having a boy, which is super concerning.
Yeah. And then maybe, I mean, it also was probably, the stress of what's happening too with him being pre-me too. But
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yikes. My brother is now calling me and begging for help. My other family members are supporting, but not actually helping him in any way that matters. They all seem to think it's a wonderful idea that I just take the baby since I'm already on maternity.
They just want you to take his baby too?
Stop.
Wow.
I really do not know how to even process this all, or how they can even ask me of this after everything that's happened. I'm torn between unimaginable anger, but also concerned for my nephew. I'm sorry to break down on here, but I'm scared and don't know what to do. What the heck did I just read?
And that's the
What
end.
a crazy turn. What a crazy turn.
This is literally
Wow.
a soap opera.
Yeah. OP, I think my advice for you is, one, obviously don't take the kid. No. Keep your distance with your entire family.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have a conversation with your brother and say, like, hey, if you need advice, yada yada. Here's what I went through. This is what you could do. Maybe that. But like, keep your distance, because this family's gonna keep roping you in, and like, you need to think about you and your daughter.
Right,
Yeah.
because it's like,
She's a single mom.
Yeah, she's a single mom too. So it's like, well, bro, I'm sorry that you might have to be a single dad, but like, if
what I'm
that's
doing.
the reason to give up a kid, then like, I'm not the one to take the kid in.
Yeah. Like, I'm having to, you guys made me do all of this alone. None of you have ever supported me.
It's so weird. And honestly,
Yeah.
OP, you have to get cameras at your house.
Yeah.
You're going to have to,
big time.
you know, call someone. Because I feel like the sister-in-law is going to show up at your house one rainy night with something in her hand, just staring at you
Yeah.
crazily through the screen door.
Take my baby. Yeah. Lisa Marie says, wait, I'm confused. Her brother wants her to take his kid and raise him.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I think,
yes, he does.
no, I think the way that it sounded is that the brother wants help and the rest of the family wants OP to just take his kid.
I think that's what the brother also
Yeah,
wants to.
I don't know. It sounded like the brother was like, I need help. I don't know what to do. Like,
I need help. I
but
can't
yeah.
take care of it.
Yeah, maybe he also wants that, but yeah.
Yikes, dude. OP, your family's wild. And I feel bad for you, your baby,
And all the kids.
and your little nephew.
Yeah.
And your other little nephew. All your little
Mhm,
nephews.
All the nephews.
Oh, man.
But that's the end of that story, that episode, and this stream.
Yup. So, if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you
And see you tomorrow.